definitely a good outcome to that story, though. Could have been much worse. We are looking at clear skies out there. Temperatures are sitting in the 20s out there, 28 in Concord and in Gastonia. So it is a chilly start, but we look at your forecast for today. A lot of sunshine in store as we travel through your Tuesday. So a pretty comfortable day on tap as we head through the day today, as these temperatures will be topping out at about 60 degrees, upper 50s to right around 60. So again, a really nice day, really my pick of the week for today, just because we'll have some more clouds stream into the area tomorrow. Still warm ahead of this drastic cool down. So we look at this quad box here. Concord, of course, not working. 33 in Boone, 29 in Charlotte. Rock Hill visibility looking good. And you're sitting at 28 degrees, 33 in Boone, 39 is the warm spot right now there in the high country in West Jefferson. So a check of that day planner traveling through the day today. Here comes this south-southwesterly wind, again pulling up this warmth. Yeah, we're going to see plenty of sunshine today, and we will be staying rain-free. But rain will end up making a comeback, and so do these cool, cold temperatures. Again, 60 for your Tuesday. Tomorrow, very similar, still above average, but you will notice a lot more cloud cover in our skies as we head through the day on Wednesday. But look at that drop on Thursday. We are over 20 degrees colder from where we will be for the high temperatures today and tomorrow. So we do have this drastic cool down with not one, but two cold fronts moving through within just a 24-hour period, reinforcing a good shot of cold air. Let's go ahead and talk about the rain chances, because this is really what we're lacking. If you want any type of moisture in the way of rain or snow, we're really hard pressed to see it. The cold air will be locked in for several days, but we just don't have the moisture to work with. As we head through Wednesday, I am anticipating measurable snowfall up across the high country, and then rain chances just stay quite low, especially here across areas of the Piedmont. You look at this projected rainfall map, and I just have a huge hole over sunrises with a little bit of cloud cover, because then you get some of that refraction and reflection off of the clouds from the ultraviolet rays in the sun. But either way, it is still very nice. 28 in Concord. You have a really nice sunrise right over the Speedway there. 28 in Rock Hill, 29 in Charlotte. Boone actually sitting at 32 degrees, so a little bit warmer as you head up toward areas of the high country. So we have this area of high pressure that's in control as we look at satellite and radar. And guess what? We're really not seeing anything in the way of radar. Comes to a shock, not really. We could use the rain. We are very dry. I'll talk more about the deficit of rainfall that we're in coming up here in just a little bit. But temperatures across the board in the 20s and in the 30s, 32 in Boone, 25 in Morganton, 29 as you head down here toward the Queen City. Same for you in Monroe. Now, as we look at your regional forecast, really area by area, region by region, we're going to be feeling that warmth and a lot of sunshine too. 60 for the Piedmont today. Same song and dance there for the foothills. 53 across areas of the high country. But again, staying dry as we head through the day today. Tomorrow, still dry. High pressure will still be in control, but one thing you will notice are clouds starting to stream into the area. And here's the weather setup. So we actually have not just one, but two cold fronts that'll make their way across the area Wednesday into Thursday, bringing us a chance of very little rainfall here across the Piedmont, and also measurable snow across areas of the high country. Once this second cold frontal boundary passes the area, we're looking at a reinforcing shot of very cold air. So be prepared for just kind of a 1-2 punch, and then even a third punch as we head into the weekend. So this cold air looks to stick around for a little bit of time. Talking more about the rain, here come the clouds as we head through Wednesday. Pausing future track here again. Here maybe some showers here in the Piedmont as we head through tomorrow evening, but really few and far between. It's going to be the cold air locked into the high country with moisture still out that way. So those areas, Ashe, Watauga, Avery counties, will be picking up on some snowfall. Now, how much snow? I think areas around Boone could pick up an inch or two. Areas in those higher elevations, of course, above 4,500 feet, those areas picking up more, possibly upwards of 3 to 4 inches. That's what will happen in the future. 28 in Concord right right now, 27 in Rock Hill. Look at Boone this morning, looking pretty good with some cloud cover out there. And I always like the sunrises with some of those clouds. 33 degrees as you head up toward Boone. Charlotte, 29. So it is a nice start. Look at the beautiful colors there over the speedway. That's our WeatherStem quad box here. 33 again in Boone. Heading down the mountain, 25 in Morganton and 29 there in Hickory. Shelby, good morning to you in Cleveland County. You're sitting at 29 degrees with Concord sitting at 28. So it is a cold start out there right now. Now we will see those temperatures rise. So I was packing my kids' daycare stuff earlier. I definitely had the jacket out there, but they're able to shed the layers today because it is going to be pretty warm out there for January standards, touching about 60 degrees. A lot of sunshine in store. So if you could take the kids to the park or take the dog for a walk, get outside, go for a little jog, it's going to be a nice day. And you're going to want to soak up this nice day because we have weather whiplash on the way as we head into the middle of the week, really by Thursday, as those temperatures just bottom out. So we're touching 60 as we head through Tuesday. Come Wednesday, 58, and then by Thursday, 38. That's not a low. That's not a mistake. It is going to be a high of 38, so just a little bit above that freezing mark. Now, the good news is I do think we'll have more sunshine start to fill our skies as we head through the day on Thursday. You look at these rain chances, really few and far between, and that's why we don't have snow in the forecast here across the Piedmont. We'll have the cold air, but of course you need that precipitation to meet the cold air as well, and that's just not going to be the case. You look at this projected rainfall outlook, and we're just not going to see much. It does look like areas across the high country will end up getting in on a little bit of rain, followed by some measurable snow, but here across the Piedmont into even areas of the foothills, we're just not looking at much. We are in a deficit for rainfall for last year by about 7 to 8 inches, and now already starting off the middle of January, we are in a deficit as well, as we've only seen a little bit more than 1/10 of an inch of rain so far. We should have already seen about an inch. I'll have those numbers laid out for you. Point temperature sitting at 21 with the visibility running at about 10 miles right now. So that visibility is looking just fine, which is really good to kick off this Tuesday morning. We have this ridge of high pressure that is in control right now. So a lot of clear skies out here as you look at satellite and radar. Now the temperatures are ranging from the 20s to the 30s. 33 in Boone, 25 right now as you head down to Morganton, 29 here in Charlotte. Now regionally across the area, we're looking pretty good. We will be even in the low 50s across areas of the mountains, 60 for the Piedmont and across the foothills. A lot of sunshine. Again, no rain, compliments of that ridge of high pressure. Now for today, expect mild and sunny conditions. Really going to be my pick of the week this week. As we head through the day tomorrow, expect more clouds. We're still holding on to the warmth and mainly dry conditions, but that's when some snow starts to enter the high country, and we have a very isolated rain chance in the forecast as we head through your Wednesday. But expect this cold air to return, really frigid air, as we head into the end of the week on Thursday, heading into Friday. So high pressure is just gaining control of our weather pattern for today, but as we look ahead, we'll start to see those clouds increase, and then not just one, but 2 cold fronts. We'll have this reinforcing shot of cold air that'll cross through the area on Thursday, bringing those frigid temperatures to the region. Highs not even topping out at 40 as we head through the day on Thursday. So here's a closer look at your future track. Here come the clouds streaming in as we head through the day on Wednesday. Rain chances, yeah, we have them in the forecast, but very, very low, isolated. This is 7 p.m. on Wednesday. So from this model run that I was showing you yesterday, or this one particular short range model rather, it really has downgraded in terms of the rainfall coverage. We were looking at maybe scattered showers, now isolated. Don't anticipate much. This is a primarily dry cold front, not just one, but 2. Again, bringing that reinforcing shot of cold air here to the area. Now, you did see some snow up in the high country, and that's exactly what we'll see. Areas around 3,500 feet could get an inch, maybe 2 at most. I think those areas above 3,500 feet. Could pick up a couple of more. But here in the Piedmont, we're just starved for moisture. And we have a couple systems that will cross the area and just not bringing us much. We are already in a deficit. Month-to-date average is almost 1.5 inches. So far, we've only seen about 1/10 of an inch. And this is coming off the heels of a year that we have seen an 8-inch deficit for rainfall. So we certainly need it. We have a severe drought across the eastern half of the area.
It's going to be a difficult one, right, Kaitlin?
It's going to be a little bit of a tough forecast. If you don't like the cold, you're probably living in the wrong place. But I will say, here we get all seasons. That's one reason out of many that I love living in Charlotte. 28 in Charlotte right now, 33 degrees in Boone. Rock Hill sitting at 28 with Concord at 27. So really, it's a pretty nice start out there. As we travel through the morning, just expect it to be cold, though. Temperatures are sitting in the 20s for a lot of the area. 27 in Concord, 28 in Charlotte. Wadesboro 23 with Rockingham this morning. Good morning. Sitting at 29 degrees in Charlotte at 33. Or Boone, rather, at 33 degrees. So a little bit above that freezing mark as you head out toward the high country. Now heading across the Piedmont today, a lot of sunshine in store as we travel through the day. Temperatures will be increasing to about 60s. So it really will be a pleasant day out there. Temperatures will be falling to about 40. So even mild as we head through the overnight period tonight as well. We're going to start to see some clouds increase across the area as we head through the day on Wednesday. So tomorrow with only a little bit of a rain chance in the forecast. As we look through the next 3 days or at the next 3 days, 60 for your Tuesday. Come Wednesday, 58. Here are some more clouds here across the area. But by Thursday, boy, it gets cold. High temperatures struggling to even meet that 40-degree mark. So we have the cold air in place. We just don't have much in the way of moisture. Isolated showers possible as a cold front moves through the area on Wednesday. We'll have a reinforcing cold front, meaning a second one that brings another shot of cold air to the area, but still staying pretty rain-free. So dry conditions as we head through Thursday. Another system on the way this weekend, still bringing us not much in the way of rainfall. Projected rainfall totals and outlook you see here, we just have a hole here across the 26 degrees in Morganton. The wind right now is pretty calm, so that feels like 26, which is good news. So we don't have too much of that wind chill factor out there. The visibility is looking just fine at 10 miles, so we have no dense fog advisory out there, no wind chill warnings out there. We are just tranquil, pretty smooth sailing out there in Morganton. And across the board, compliments of a ridge of high pressure. Yeah, if you look at satellite, we do have some clouds up across the high country into areas of the foothills, but really overall, it is looking quite nice here across the Piedmont, into the foothills, and heading into the high country. Your temperatures across the board are a little bit below average, but it is the middle of January, so really feeling just a couple degrees below that mark. 26 in Morganton, 28 in Charlotte. You know, we have been so mild as of late. I think this cold air just feels colder than what it actually is. Again, this is almost normal. 24 right now in Wadesboro. You look at your regional forecast, 60 for the Piedmont today and across the foothills as well. The high country 53. So it is going to be a nice day. Really, my pick of the week will be above average for these high temperatures today. Plenty of sunshine with winds just pumping right out of the southwest. So for today, mild and sunny. You look at rain, well, we're not going to be looking at too much. There's not much in sight as you check out these weather headlines. This third bullet here, a cold blast. We're going to see frigid temperatures back into the forecast. The coldest so far this year. Again, late last year, we had a really big cold blast as well, as we only saw temperatures in the teens. But also this past year, we had the warmest Christmas on record as well. So temperatures have just been a roller coaster, and we're going to continue to hold that trend as we head through at least the next 7 to 10 days. So what's next? We have this ridge of high pressure in control right now, bringing us clear skies, a lot of sunshine in store for today. But as we look ahead, we'll start to see those clouds increase with a very slim rain chance as we head through the day on Wednesday. Come Thursday, though, not just one, but actually two cold fronts in between Wednesday and Thursday that'll move across the area. Cold front 1 brings snow to the high country. Cold front 2 brings this reinforcing shot of cold air to every everybody. So we hone in on the precipitation chances here with your short range future track zoomed in. Here comes the cloud cover as we head through your Wednesday. Look at Wednesday, 7 p.m. We're looking for moisture. There's just not much. Isolated in terms of rain chances as we head through Wednesday night. Here comes that cold front, first cold front, bringing snow showers to the high country, a reinforcing cold front. Another shot of cold air will head our way as we head through the day on Thursday. So prepare for a cold end to the week. How much snow up in the high country? Probably about an inch, maybe two, around 3,500 feet. More so, though, as you head up in elevation. Now, in terms of rainfall, we need it. We really do. We ended last year in a deficit by 8 inches, and so far we're starting this year in a deficit by almost an inch and a half. We've only seen about 1/10 of an inch of rain, so we need it. Look at the drought monitor. Either abnormally dry, moderate drought, and even severe drought.
One here in the Rising Studio. Thank you for waking up with us. It's Tuesday, January 13th. I'm Chris Gilmore, joined by James Scott, Taylor Miller. We got meteorologist James Scott as well. Got to give you your time on that.
I love that. And it's funny, you learn some of these cloud types in school, like 6 to 7 cloud types, but there's actually a cloud atlas because there are so many cloud types. It's one reason I love going to schools, to teach them about things that maybe you were not taught in 2nd or 3rd grade weather class. 28 in Morganton right now. Now, no clouds. So also, I guess, not really a cloud type, but we're not seeing those clouds over Morganton. 28 degrees. We have this ridge of high pressure bringing clear skies and sunny days, and that's what we'll see as we travel through the day today. 28 in Morganton feels like 28, so we don't have a wind chill factor. No wind chill advisories, no warnings, no watches, no dense fog advisories. Your visibility is looking good out there as well with the calm wind and again a lot of sunshine. Compliments of this ridge of high pressure that's in control. So satellite and radar showing those clear skies out there right now. Again, leading to a lot of sunshine. Maybe just a couple of clouds will start to stream into the high country today, but we're looking pretty good out there. Temperatures right now are sitting just a couple of degrees below average. Our average is about 32. We're sitting at 29 in Charlotte right now and Albemarle, 33 up in Boone, and the warm spot on the map actually West Jefferson sitting at 35 degrees. Now regionally across the board today, guys, we have a pretty nice forecast in store. 60 across the Piedmont and into the foothills. The high country 53 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Check out these southwesterly winds ahead of this next weather system. We are pumping up some of the warmer air. Our average high is 52, again touching 60 heading through the day today. So mild and sunny ahead of this next weather system. Now, could it bring rain? I'll be honest, there's just not much moisture to work with the next several weather systems that'll be crossing through the area, but it will be bringing frigid temperatures to the region as we head through Thursday morning. Those wind chill factors for you here in a second. But high pressure will end up moving out, making way for this next system. And you say next one, well, there's two. Yeah, the second one is a reinforcing shot of cold air. The first one bringing an isolated rain chance to the forecast. The second one bringing that frigid air to the forecast, though. How cold? Check out some of these wind chills. This is Thursday morning at 7 a.m. So still about 48 hours from now, we're looking at 10 degrees below zero up across the high country, in the teens, low teens here in the Charlotte area. So we do have dangerously cold wind chills on the way Thursday morning. That's how intense this secondary cold front, cold blast will be. But before then, we have clouds increasing across the area Wednesday. Here comes the little bit of moisture I'm talking about, isolated in the way of rain chances in the Piedmont. But the high country has enough moisture and cold air to work with that they will actually end up seeing some measurable snowfall. Of course, all elevation dependent. Above 3,500 feet could be picking up about 2 to 3, maybe 4 inches, but below or around 3,500 feet, probably just about an inch or two. We look at the rainfall, and again, we're in a deficit. We month to date average is just under an inch and a half. We've seen just over 1/10 of an inch of rain. That's coming off the heels heels of a very dry end to 2025, being in an 8-inch deficit for rain. We have a severe drought across our eastern counties, so of course we certainly could use the rain. Rock Hill and Concord, good morning, 27 degrees. So certainly a little bit cool in some spots, but really we're close to average. 33 in Boone, Morganton sitting at 28 degrees. Now traveling through the day today, a lot of sunshine. Grab the sunglasses, rain gear, go ahead and leave it at home. We'll be topping out at about 60 degrees as we travel through your Tuesday. So above average and really quite nice. Your 3-day forecast, 60 for Tuesday, Wednesday 58. Come Thursday, 38 though.